Hi there, my name is Ashley Moe and I'm going to show you how to set up your new Seint palette. So I have the palette size 12 right here. You'll see that there's the mirror on top, magnetic pads that hold your tins. So I'm going to fill it up just as if I color matched you and walk you through the process. So the first color I'm going to grab is my main highlight color. So you're just going to slide the top off the tin, and then you're gonna pop this in. So this is your main foundation, and I'm gonna set this up exactly how you get an email from me, okay? So that's the main color that's gonna go mostly all over my face. This is my second color. This is called my brightening color. This is also known as a concealer. So here I have white peach. So I'm just gonna slide the lid off, and then I'm gonna pop that one in right next to it. So you can see my main foundation color is just a little bit, this one is darker than my brightening color that's going to go under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and then you can highlight some other points with your brightener like the top of your forehead, your chin, and your upper lip, okay? Next, I'm going to go with my contour color. So right here, I have Ash Contour. Same thing. I opened a bunch of brand new ones for this, so I'm going to slide the tin off, and here we go. We're just going to pop it in right into place, okay? Next, I'm going to grab my illuminator. Illuminator is a universal color, so it's not necessarily color matched to you, but we have 5 creams and 5 powders. I've selected a cream to go in here. This is called Honey, has a little bit of a golden soft glow. Next, I'm gonna give you 2 lip and cheek colors. So I always recommending 2 because sometimes we change our minds. Some days we want to wear a pink, some days we want to wear a nude, or whatever it is. So I'm gonna pop this gorgeous color in. This is called Ruby. I've been obsessed with it lately, and I'm gonna put it on in this same video. And then the next one I'm gonna get is right here. It's called Nude. This is our #1 selling color. It's just the perfect shade, and we'll just slide that in. So this is the top level of your palette size 12. So your main foundation, your brightening color, which is your concealer, your contour color, your a little bit of glow, which is an illuminator, and then 2 lip and cheek colors. So then we're gonna flip to the bottom. I like to store my extra stuff down here, so I'm going to go ahead and pop my bronzer in over here. There we go. And then I'm gonna pick a few eyeshadow shades. So I have 3 colors here, and we're just gonna slide them right into place. Look how they fit so perfectly. And you can design this like however you want. See how magnetic it is? You can put this down on the bottom. You can put them sideways. It doesn't matter. These full-size tins are 2 of the eyeshadow size. So, you know, they fit, okay? So you can put it wherever, because it's magnetic, it flies everywhere. And then I also grabbed to stick in there, this is my brush cleaning tile, so I'm just gonna put it right there so I can switch in between colors easily. Okay, now you have your compact set up. So it's all filled with all the colors I color matched you for and any other accessories. And notice you still have room to grow. You can put lip conditioners in here, you can put perfume, you can fill it all with eyeshadows, whatever you want. So let's talk about brushes. In my color match form, I give you a few different options. So the first one is, do you only want 1 brush? If you want 1 brush, I usually recommend the 3D brush. That's the one I'm gonna be doing my makeup with right after this. I love this brush, it's our OG brush. If you want 2 brushes, I always recommend the Detail Hack brush right here and the blush and bronzer brush. These 2 are really great. There's several other options that we have, and if you're interested, I can tell you more about those, but you'll definitely want to grab your 3D Perfector. They come in this cute little tin now, so it makes it perfect for traveling. I love it, but don't skip out on this. This is latex free, and it's really good for bouncing on your face to do that final blend. So you definitely want to get one of our brushes, whether it's 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. You want to get one because they are tailor-made for our cream products, and I've tried using other brushes with this, and they don't work the same. So check them out. Okay, so now let's get started and do some makeup. So usually I like to prime my face. I actually already did that. I just use our Stay Spray, but I'll just demo real quick how you do it. You just spray a little bit of the Stay Spray on your Perfector sponge, and you can dab it around your face. If you have a makeup primer that you like already, you can stick to that. So I just kind of dab it all over. Now, if you have a makeup primer that you already like, just make sure it's silicone free because you don't want to be using a silicone based primer with this cream makeup. So once you have that on your face, just kind of fan it, make sure your face is dry, and then you are going to get started. So I'm going to pick up the 3D brush because that's what I said I was going to demo with, and we are just going to go right into our main foundation color first. Now, you really can't do this wrong. Okay, let me reassure you, if you're intimidated by this or you're overwhelmed, you can't do this wrong. Doesn't matter which end of the brush you use. I've always used this for my highlight end. Lately, I've started using the other end. It's totally personal preference and what works well for you. Okay, so don't think that just because the way I'm doing it is the way that you have to do it. Just find the way that works for you. So I'm gonna go in with my main highlight color right here, and we're just going to put a little bit, and I just want to put a little bit under my eyes because I'm going to come back with my brightening shade. But watch how quickly this is going to diminish the sense of discoloration and redness in my face, okay? So here we go with the brightening shade, and because it's a cream product, you only need to place it where you need it. So I'm just going to put some down here. I'm going to leave this contour area because that's where I'm going to put my contour, and I don't need to double up on product there. Okay, now if you want more of a full coverage look, then definitely go ahead and add, some highlight here, but I'm just going for like a basic everyday look. Okay, let's get some on my nose. You can see my nose is particularly red. If you have excessive redness or acne or discoloration, rosacea, dark circles, things like that, those are individual things that we can troubleshoot, and I can help you. There's a few different magic tricks we have up our sleeve. So I'm doing a little bit on my T-zone, again, really lightly because I am going to come back with my brightening shade briefly here. Okay, so let's do a little bit down here, and then still leaving that contour area because I'm going to do my contour in just a moment. Okay, look at that, pretty easy. So you can do it a few ways. I'm going to go right into my brightening shade. I'm just going to pick a little bit up. Remember, it's a cream, so a little bit goes a long way, and you're just going to take some in that inner corner of your eye and just kind of fan it down the same way you would with a concealer, and then you just go to that outer edge. It gives you like that instant eye lift effect, and look at that. Okay, next one. So we're just going to go right into the corner and then right to that outer edge. I'm just barely tapping my brush in there, you guys. This cream, once it hits your face, it warms right up to your face and almost just melts on your face like butter. It's amazing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so now let's do some contour. You can actually just take that same brush if you want and just hit those, T-zone areas down the bridge of your nose. I like to get my upper lip because my upper lip tends to get red. Looks a little bit like a mustache until I blend it, and then I usually just do a little sweep in the center of my chin. That's just extra. You don't have to do it. You can even go on your eyelids here, and I use this as my eyelid primer. I use this as my eyelid primer right here. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go in with my contour. So you can use that same pointy end. You can flip it. It's your makeup, you get to choose. So for the sake of this, I'm gonna use this end of my brush, the more domed end. I kind of like to pinch it a little bit because it's gonna give me a little bit more of a precise contour, but I'm just gonna get some here on my brush. Okay, there we go. And if you're not sure where to place it, you wanna go right on the cusp. See how that wiggly part of your bone? You wanna go right on the edge of your bone. And you're just gonna draw with your contour just this little line, okay? And watch this dimension that it's going to give your face very briefly, very quickly, okay? And then you're going to take a little bit around your forehead here, and you want to go all the way up to your hairline. Now, I have dark hair, so it's not as much of a problem, but if you do have lighter hair and you're using a darker contour, just be careful you're not getting it in your hair. But look at how it's so simple to create that dimension just real quick. And then you're going to take a little bit along your jawline, and this is just going to provide that separation from your neck and your face. Okay, so then I like to blend upwards, so I'm just kind of pulling it up and blending out that line. Look how simple that is. Okay, and you can even like take your brush and just clean up that line if you need to. Like it's actually pretty good here, so I don't really need to do this, but you could just, if you blend it a little bit too low with your contour, you could just clean it up there, okay? Let's go into some blush, okay? So I'm gonna use this blush color right here, and you can do it a few ways. You can dab right in here. You can use your finger. You can grab another brush. This is a really popular brush because it's called the blush and bronzer brush, so hence its name. So let's actually do that. We'll take the blush here. You can see this color is super pigmented, so I like to dab a little bit off on my hand, and then you're gonna go just slightly above your contour. And if you get too much, like, don't freak out because it's so blendable with your perfector sponge, so don't even worry about it. Okay, and you can even flip it like that and just do a little swirly swirl. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that color Nude. These are called lip and cheek colors, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and put that on my lips. I use Nude every single day. You can even pop a tiny bit of that ruby color on top just to give it a little bit of gloss and a little bit more pink. And look at that color, okay? Now, bronzer. You can do this however you like if you have a preference. Some people like to use their big fluffy brush. Some people use their perfector. There's all different kinds of ways. Some people do it before their blush. Some people do it after. Whatever works for you. I'm gonna do it after. So I'm just gonna dab right in there, and I'm gonna tap the high points of my face. So where the sun would hit you is where you want to put that bronzer. So I'm gonna dust right here on the side of my face and a little bit just kind of on top there. And this is gonna give me that sun-kissed glow. Now look, see how I got a little bit much there? And part of it was my hair got stuck in it. Let's get my hair out. Okay. You're just gonna blend it until it looks right, okay? And at the end, you're still coming back with the perfector, so it's gonna take any excess off your face, so you don't have to worry about that at all, okay? All right, I think we are ready for some illuminator and then for some eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take my little bit of glow. I use my finger or my perfector, and you're just going to tap a little bit on there. You can, because it's creams, you can kind of like slide it on if you want. So I'm going right above that blush area and a little bit right onto that high point of my cheekbone, okay? And you can just, I don't know, there you go, blend it in. Okay, let's do some eyeshadow. So here's my brush. You can see that this needs to be cleaned. I'm just gonna take my Seint brush cleaner right here and do a few spritz. What's cool about this is it is waterless. So I'm gonna clean it right now and I'm gonna be able to use it right away. I could also just use the little brush cleaner right here, but this doesn't clean it. It just takes excess color off. So now you can see this is actually clean and it's dry, so it's ready for use, okay? So let's pop a little bit of this color right here. It's called Gigi. We're gonna tap that off and we're just gonna go with this color right in my crease. I'm just gonna do a simple 2-color look today. So I'm gonna do Gigi in the crease, and I'm gonna pop a little bit of a lighter color right on my lid. See how fast this is? Okay. And because I primed my lids already, this color is really gonna pop and stay true to color. If you don't prime your lids, we all have like really veiny lids and different shades within our lids, so priming them is really important to make sure your colors really pop. And then I'm just gonna take this color, which is called Soulmate, which is gorgeous, and I'm just gonna tap a little bit of Soulmate right below that Gigi color. Look how that makes my eyelids pop. Okay. There we go. So Then you're gonna take your perfector as the last step, and I just like to bounce this all over my face. This is just pushing the makeup into my skin, helping it just accept right there into my skin, making sure there's no excess. So anything that comes off is excess that was just sitting on top of your face that you don't want there anyway. Because if it's sitting on top like that, it's just going to shift around your face. And this is just melting in like my second skin. There you go. What do you guys think? So it's really super simple. Don't be intimidated by Seint. I'm so excited for you and your new makeup palette. Congratulations, and just know that I'm always here for you. So if you ever have any questions, if you need help picking out new colors or shades, we like to color match everyone a couple times a year as the seasons change. So does our skin, so you shouldn't be wearing the same color all year round. But I am here for you. Let me know, and thank you again for supporting my business.